winner for Best Breaking News. K2 on your side.
Tonight on Nightline, pirates and the president. The dramatic high seas standoff, the presidential order, 3 sniper shots, 3 pirates dead. And now, relief and rejoicing for the crew and its courageous captain. Recession romance, the steamy love scenes, the racy covers, and those fairy tale endings. It seems we can't get enough of the romance novel, especially in this economic downturn. So we go inside the world's leading publisher of the sexy paperback. Plus, one funny dude. He's not exactly your average A-lister or Playboy cover model, but Seth Rogen has done 12 movies in 3 years, and he's at it again. We sit down with the star of Observe and Report to listen and laugh.
From the global resources of ABC News with Terry Moran, Martin Bashir, and Cynthia McFadden in New York City, this is Nightline, April 13th, 2009.
Good evening. It was a standoff that lasted 5 days, but ended with 3 precision bullets delivered by Navy SEALs. And tonight, the entire crew and its captain, Richard Phillips, are safe and preparing to return home. President Obama, who gave permission to use military force, said today that he wanted to stop the rise of piracy off the coast of Africa. That's no small challenge, given the instability and lawlessness that marks a country like Somalia. But for now, there's relief and new information about exactly what happened. Jim Shuto joins us live in Mombasa, Kenya, where it's early morning. Jim?
Martin, the sun's just coming up here in Mombasa after the crew spent another night on board the Maersk Alabama on this ship where so much drama has unfolded these last few days. But as we speak now, they're finally beginning their journey home. We've just seen them walking off the ship with their luggage. Family members have told us they're going to be flying directly back from here in Mombasa to the U.S., and I spoke to one of the crew members this morning. He said he is very much ready to be home with his family. As for Captain Richard Phillips, no word yet on when he's going home. We've been told that he's been brought back to the USS Bainbridge for more questioning, more of an interview about the hostage-taking. Remember, they're building a criminal case against the pirate who is still in their custody, but we don't know when he will be flying home and when he will finally be reunited with his crew. For family members and crew, the story fit for the movies had an emotional final act.
I just want to thank you for allowing us to come out here in front of like this and make our statement as a family together.
Just got off the phone with our captain, Richard Phillips, for the first time, and it was an extremely emotional experience for all of us to actually hear his voice and to hear the condition he was in. And he's absolutely elated, and he couldn't be prouder of us for doing what he trained us to do.
The first sign of trouble came on Wednesday. President Obama, just returning from a whirlwind overseas trip, is told of a U.S. ship under attack off the coast of Somalia. The crew of the Maersk Alabama fight off the assault, but Captain Richard Phillips is taken captive, held in the ship's lifeboat by 4 armed pirates. A U.S. Navy ship, the Bainbridge, tracks the boat and is soon joined by 2 other warships, the USS Halliburton and USS Boxer. President Obama gives them authority to use force. On Friday, 48 hours into his captivity, Captain Phillips makes a daring escape attempt, jumping into the ocean. But pirates fire on him and drag him back. The next day, more gunfire. Navy surveillance craft see a muzzle flash next to Phillips' head. After negotiators demand proof of life, the pirates put Phillips on the phone. It's a race against the clock and the currents. The boat drifts nearly 300 miles to within 14 miles of shore, where U.S. officials fear they'll lose Phillips. At one point, the Bainbridge rams the lifeboat to keep it away from the coast. The pirates agree to let the Navy attach a tow line to the lifeboat, ostensibly to take it out to calmer waters. All this while dozens of Navy SEALs are airdropped aboard the Bainbridge.
That means they jumped with their gear, with their weapons, into the water, were picked up, brought to the Bainbridge, and there they had to set up, get their weapons in place, get them dialed in for the type of shot they felt they had to make, and then get situated so that they could do their job.
The final drama began Sunday morning. Inside the small lifeboat seen here from an unmanned surveillance aircraft, the pirates are running out of food, water, and fuel. That afternoon, the Bainbridge slowly reels the lifeboat closer, within 40 yards of the ship, apparently without the knowledge of the pirates. Then, at dusk, 3 highly trained Navy SEAL snipers peer through their night scopes, and Judge Phillips is in imminent danger.
Snipers observed one of the pirates in the pilot house and 2 pirates with their head and shoulders exposed, and one of the pirates had the AK-47 leveled at the captain's back.
With Captain Phillips far enough inside the boat, the snipers have a clear shot. On the team commander's signal, each of the pirates is shot through the head simultaneously.
These are very seasoned precision shooters, so this was a relatively short shot for them, close range.
Within minutes, Captain Phillips is safely aboard a Navy ship.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
And headed home. And on board the Maersk, a raucous celebration, firing signal flares as fireworks and waving an American flag. Crew members cheer the safe return of their captain. We were there.
We're doing it right now. We're doing it right now. Did you see this? It's a celebration.
The president, a phone call to Phillips and his family, and more words of congratulations.
I share our nation's admiration for Captain Phillips' courage and leadership and selfless concern for his crew.
Today, back in Underhill, Vermont, Phillips' wife, Andrea, is overjoyed by her husband's rescue.
I'm going to let Allison read my statement.
She says, "You have no idea, but with Richard safe, you all just gave me the best Easter ever."
Though this standoff ended safely, the seas off Somalia remain dangerous territory, sparsely patrolled and crawling with armed pirates. More than a dozen ships and 200 crew members are still held captive. I'm Jim Sciutto for Nightline in Mombasa, Kenya.
And one Somali pirate has told the Associated Press that there will be retaliation for the pirate killings. And when we come back, we turn the page from yesterday's dramatic real-life rescue to an inside look at the steamy world of the romantic novel.
Approximately 2 out of 3 people being treated for depression still have depression symptoms. Talk to your doctor. If your antidepressant alone isn't enough, one option your doctor may consider is adding Abilify. Only Abilify is FDA approved to treat depression in adults when added to an antidepressant. Learn more about Abilify. Call your doctor if your depression worsens or you have unusual changes in mood, behavior, or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase these in children, teens, and young adults. Elderly dementia patients taking Abilify have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor if you have high fever, stiff muscles, and confusion on Abilify, as these may be signs of a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, as these could become permanent. High blood sugar has been reported with Abilify and medicines like it. In some cases, extreme high blood sugar can lead to coma or death. Other risks include dizziness upon standing, seizures, impaired judgment or motor skills, or trouble swallowing. Talk to your doctor about the risks and benefits of adding Abilify if an antidepressant alone isn't enough.
Bacon? Gotta get that bacon! Yummy, crunchy bacon, bacon, bacon! There in that bag!
Who wants a bacon strip?
Me, I get it myself, but I don't have thumbs! Yum, yum, it's bacon! I love you.
Bacon strips. There's no time like bacon time.
This murder is covering up the real story.
Russell Crowe, Ben Affleck, Rachel McAdams, Helen Mirren, Jason Bateman, Robin Wright Penn, in a murder mystery with a twist you'll never see coming. State of Play, rated PG-13.
Choose from hundreds of hotels on Expedia and get a free night. Plus, book any flight without booking fees. That's free nights and no-fee flights, only on Expedia.com.
Hey, I got into Polytech.
Congratulations!
Way to go, that's great.
How are we gonna afford that?
Maybe I should take that interview after all.
Just for Men targets only the gray hair in 5 minutes.
Dad, just want to say thanks.
Just for Men.
A 4-day school week to save money, but what about the kids? Tomorrow on World News with Charles Gibson.
It is game time.
Tomorrow, for one of these stars, time is running out. A live elimination. ABC's Dancing with the Stars, the results live. Tomorrow, 9, 8 Central on ABC.
You know what America needs? We need a comeback.
So let's put on our rally caps and dig in. At Chevy, we're reinventing the ownership experience, introducing the Total Confidence Plan. Everything you need to get into your next Chevy with total confidence. Go to ChevyConfidence.com for details. Here's more good news to boost your confidence. Qualified buyers get 0% APR for 60 months on select Silverado models.
See your Northwest Chevy dealer or visit ChevyDealer.com.
The titles are certainly tempting. The Tycoon's Rebel Bride and Temperatures Rising. These are two of the hottest books published by Harlequin, a Canadian company that's enjoying a huge jump in sales despite the recession. So what exactly is the magic formula that makes them irresistible? Because while it's not Shakespeare, these paperbacks are most certainly popular, as John Berman now reports.
The real estate market, ugly. Car sales, flat. So what is selling these days in the depths of this recession? Love. Hot, steamy, bosom-heaving love.
Selling great. It's doing really, really well.
This is a cover shoot for One Good Man, one of the latest Harlequin romance novels. You know Harlequin.
She bit him lightly on his unshaven chin. Seconds later, she pressed her body closer to his. "It's a dirty job," she whispered against Dean's lips. "But somebody's gotta do it."
This year, the world's leading romance publisher is celebrating its 60th anniversary and doing it in style. The company, based near Toronto, and yes, we do get our romance from Canada, had fourth quarter earnings up 32% from a year ago.
How many books do you sell a year?
About 130 million.
130 million books a year? Yeah. And how many new titles do you put out every year?
About 1,200.
Are there 1,200 new stories to tell every year?
There are, and you know, people ask me that a lot, and here's what I say. Every love story is different.
He kissed her with a soft sensuality and stirred every nerve in her body. Her response was reckless. She knew there was a danger there, and she didn't care.
In fact, when it comes to romance, Harlequin is diversified. They have 13 different subgenres, including
paranormal romance, historical romance, romantic suspense, home and family, really sexy romances, erotica. That would give you probably a good range of what we do.
It's a lot of different kinds of romance.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't even know there were that many different kinds of romance.
There's a romance for every couple.
They even have a special line designed for fans of NASCAR.
It was a kiss that instantly proved the two of them were like high-octane fuel. Their flesh sparking off each other in such a way that Lance felt the purely caveman urge to pick her up and carry her to bed.
But with all the diversification and all 130 million copies sold, CEO Donna Hayes says there is a single central theme.
You can go through all kinds of trials and tribulations as you date and break up or argue or all those things, but at the end, you're going to be together with the love of your life, and you're going to feel really good about it.
1,200 new books a year.
Yeah.
1,200 stories with a happy ending.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
What could be better in tough times? It helps the books are just $5 a pop. But Harlequin has other tricks up its romantic sleeve. Trick number one, despite what people say, people do judge a book by its cover.
So if I'm walking, down the aisles in Walmart and I see this cover, what is it that you want me to think?
That you're going to get a good steamy read when you read it.
They put an enormous amount of work and thought into these covers. Exactly what the models are wearing.
What is Jamie supposed to be wearing here?
A sexy summer dress.
Indeed.
And it's a lovely dress, actually. I really like it.
Indeed.
And how much they're wearing.
What about the hat?
What about the hat?
Do you think it's sexy? Because I would take the hat off in this situation. That's why I'm asking.
Well, the hat has been off. We just put the hat back on. She'll be holding the hat, then she'll be wearing the hat. The hat will end up in a bunch of different positions, and what we eventually will.
And the hat's not the only thing that's going to end up in a bunch of different positions.
She pressed against him, wanting to feel his arousal. Jessica, he whispered into her hair, "Let's make love now."
Harlequin has also learned to change over the years. 60 years ago, the lovin' stopped at the bedroom door.
The warm red lips, the glowing blonde hair. She was a peach. For dames like that, men built empires, and other men wrecked them.
Harlequin romances. They take me away.
And as society changed, Harlequin changed. By the 1970s, after the sexual revolution, the romance wasn't nearly as reserved. And now, well, now there are hardly any boundaries, not even human ones. Author Gina Showalter specializes in stories about the paranormal. Who's your favorite character?
My absolute favorite character is Belle, who developed unexpected superpowers over the 4 elements.
She wrote 7 books last year, described on covers as white-hot contemporary romance. What exactly is white-hot passion in writing?
I think, you know, you're not afraid to kiss each other, to cuddle up to each other, to explore, to do fun things.
You sound so innocent when you say that. you know, you look so innocent, but it sounds so naughty.
She tried to hold back a sigh, but her mystery man had such a beautiful face to go with the beautiful British accent, not to mention a superb body, and it had been a long time since she'd beheld such a perfect example of masculine beauty that she had no hope of containing it.
Harlequin says its readers span all ages, all economic groups, almost everyone. Almost.
One of the things that makes successful companies really successful is knowing what they're good at and sticking to that.
And that means a singular focus on women.
Do you ever think there's a whole 50% of you know, the market out there that you're not reaching? You know, what can we do to get guys to read? Do you care about guys?
No, I don't.
No, I just don't care about guys.
I don't care about guys unless they're hunks on our covers. No, that's not true. Women love thinking about the relationships in their lives, and not just the relationship with their significant other, but with their kids, with their mother, with their in-laws, with their friends. And so it's a big part of what we think about all the time.
No, in the hands of men, it doesn't sound quite right.
Well, how did he look at her exactly? Sometimes he made her feel extraordinarily beautiful, inside and out. Other times he seemed to go out of his way to alienate her. The cool tongue, the blazing eyes. Face it, it was her fantasy, not his.
Do you think men could learn something from reading your books?
Well, they could certainly learn how women think, which I think is always a good thing.
In this economy, a little love can go a long way.
Have you guys met before?
No.
No.
It's a great way to meet.
Oh, I know. Yeah, talk about first date.
I'm John Berman for Nightline in Toronto.
And you can't beat a love story, our thanks to John Berman. And when we come back, Frat Pack favourite Seth Rogen's unlikely rise to Hollywood's A-list.
Temperatures and...
For a weeks, he's having problems with his pitching elbow, and team doctors want him to sit a few games.
high pressure system continues to sit over the area, and that's going to mean more...
Once you've dealt with the things that come between you, don't let erectile dysfunction get in the way. Viagra, America's most prescribed ED treatment, can help you enjoy a more satisfying sexual experience. To learn more, spend some quality time with Viagra.com. Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Don't take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Side effects may include headache, flushing, upset stomach, and abnormal vision. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease in vision or hearing. Now's the time. Ask your doctor if Viagra is right for you.
FreeCreditReport.com. Tell your friends, tell your dad, tell your mom. Never mind, they've been singing our songs since we first showed up with our pirate hats on. If you're not into fake sword fights, pointy slippers and green wool tights, take a tip from a knight who knows. FreeCreditReport.com.
Offer applies with enrollment and triple advantage.
The classic flavors of Tuscany. Inspiration for Fancy Feast Elegant Medley's Tuscany entrees. Restaurant-inspired dishes with long grain rice and garden greens. Is it love or is it Fancy Feast?
Tomorrow, she's been waiting at home to marry one of the American crew members hijacked by pirates. She's now heard the whole story firsthand. So what really happened out there? Tomorrow, she tells it all, only on Good Morning America.
See that oil change sticker on your windshield? Are you over? If you drive past the Rose Garden, you're driving past Broadway Toyota's Quick Lube bays, where you never need an appointment for genuine Toyota parts and service. We'll check your oil, drain you, plug you, lube you, and rotate your tires for only $49.95 for most cars. That's Broadway Toyota at the Rose Quarter. You drive by us every day. Just get off at the I-5 Rose Quarter exit and head 2 blocks east. You can't miss us.
It's a fork.
You're Wombat.
Honey, it's the pizza guy.
Sure.
Me again.
Okay, now this is the last time, all right?
Thanks. We don't deliver anything like this as crispy flatbread. Are you having like a party or something? Hello?
Introducing the taste that's never been delivered. DiGiorno Crispy Flatbread Pizza. For deliciously Italian-inspired toppings on crispy flatbread crust, it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
Hello, I don't think we've met.
Becoming a AAA member means more than help when you need it most.
You're on your way.
It means shopping discounts on things like books, TVs, and shoes for the kids.
Thank you.
Savings on insurance.
You're covered.
Great deals on getaways.
Enjoy your cruise.
And the peace of mind that we're just a phone call away.
Don't worry, we're on our way.
AAA. Membership means more.
You love long drives in the country and nights in the city. The Subaru Legacy balances refinement with all-wheel drive standard. More horsepower than a Mazda 6. Plus, you'll love that with available stability control, it's a 2008 top safety pick. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Get $1,500 cash back plus 2.9% APR financing on the 2009 Subaru Legacy.
Nightline continues from New York City with Martin Bashir.
His films are hardly highbrow, but in nearly every case they've been high-grossing. And this key player in Judd Apatow's comedic cabal is now one of Hollywood's busiest and most unlikely leading men. Chris Connolly now with Seth Rogen in the Nightline interview.
This week, Seth Rogen stars in the R-rated comedy Observe and Report.
I'm here with Ronnie Barnhart, one of the security guards here at the mall, who can hopefully...
Ma'am, I'm the head of mall security. You should do that again and say it right.
Yet 5 years ago, this mall cop couldn't get arrested in Hollywood.
I knew people who were writers and kind of, made an okay living, rewriting movies. I kind of thought maybe that would happen to me, and that was fine, but I wasn't even getting that work.
Now, improbably, the 26-year-old Rogen is a movie star, a sought-after actor and writer, thanks to comedies like Superbad, Pineapple Express, and Knocked Up.
What?
What?
I'm pregnant?
With emotion?
This year alone, he's appeared on the covers of Playboy and Vanity Fair.
Seth Rogen.
And more recently, was hailed by hundreds of fans at the film version of the Austin, Texas festival, South by Southwest, where Observe and Report premiered. Rogen has done what John Belushi did a generation ago in Animal House. Kick-started the teen male comedy with candor and crudity, and every so often a beating heart, giving a tired genre an invigorating jolt of hilarity.
I think I need a mint or something.
I accept you. I think a lot of movies get made and no one likes them, The director doesn't like them, the studio doesn't like them. Perimeter! We at least think, if we like it, at least someone will like it in the end.
The purest on-screen expression of that youthful sensibility turns up in Superbad.
Michaels, are you okay?
It's just beer.
The 2007 hit made from a script that Rogen and writing partner Evan Goldberg first started putting together when they were teens.
Our first, I think, inspiration for even trying to write a movie was the language of it. Was just, what if there was a scene where there was two high school guys talking the way we actually speak to each other, And I think that's what really got us into it.
Did you feel like the things you saw in the movies were not adequately describing what your experience was as a 14-year-old growing up?
Definitely. It was at a place of none of this stuff is good at all. We need to rectify that.
He was just 16 when writer-director-producer Judd Apatow cast Rogen in Freaks and Geeks.
Hey, Sergeant Pepper, where's the rest of the Lonely Hearts Club band?
Well, looks like you ate them.
Oh, my.
Even after its cancellation, he did writing gigs for his mentor, culminating in a key encounter during pre-production for Apatow's breakthrough, the Steve Carell comedy, The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
I literally just happened to be in his office when he got the phone call saying that 40-Year-Old Virgin was getting made. And he was just in such a good mood. I was like, can I be in it? He was like, yeah, okay. Like, it was just that moment where he would have said yes to anything. And I hit him at that exact moment.
Rogen's one scene with Carell proved to be a career-making turn.
Just ask questions, okay? That's it. Because women do not care about what you have to say at all. And at first my part was very small, and then I was like, maybe I should help you guys rewrite this. And I slowly made my part much bigger. It was genius.
Starring opposite Grey's Anatomy siren Katherine Heigl in the hit Knocked Up, put Rogen's acting career in full flight. Rogen scored since with the stoner bromance Pineapple Express.
If marijuana is not legal within the next 5 years, I have no faith left in humanity.
Alongside a host of cameos and cartoon voices. Like the new Monsters vs. Aliens.
Ah, my back! I'm just kidding, I don't have a back!
And now tests the power of his charm in Observe and Report, playing a nearly evil character.
Please, don't tase me, man.
For first-time writer-director Jody Hill. Observe and Report has already been called Rogen's Cable Guy, a reference to the way dark comedy that derailed the box office run of Jim Carrey. Rogen seems happy to run that risk.
We've always faced uphill battles with every one of the movies we've written. I think we showed a lot of people, like, we can have our characters do some pretty despicable things and you'll still like them.
That burns so good.
You are so gorgeous.
Rogen's every dude appeal has been a key part of his rise. He insists his life hasn't changed all that much in the wake of his ascension to star status.
Same friends?
Yeah.
Same girlfriend?
Yeah. People say, oh, it's crazy, you know, you're on the cover of Playboy. But as they're saying that, we're sitting in the same car at my friend's house that we were sitting in, you know, we're watching the same TV shows we watched before.
There is one big change, though, because in preparation to play the lead in what will surely be an anything but typical version of the Green Hornet, the formerly ample Rogen has notably slimmed his silhouette.
How are people reacting to this new body of yours?
People hate me now. I find anyone who is shaped similarly to how I was shaped before are really disgusted by me.
Do you think you'll be staying at this configuration?
I think we should start a pool, to be honest. It's funny because I was never someone who was aware of their body in any way at all. Like, I just never thought about it. And the fact that now I do makes me feel like the biggest piece of crap in the entire world. I hate myself. I'll catch myself being like, have I lost weight? No! What are you doing?
Thank you. More for me. Yes. Stand.
I'm Chris Connolly for Nightline in Austin.
And Rogen's Observe and Report is playing at theatres nationwide. Our thanks to Chris Connolly. And we'll be right back.
Wednesday. ABC's newest crime thriller is being called intriguing, gritty, and offbeat.
Second Squad, nothing is what you think it is.
ABC's The Unusuals, all new Wednesday at 10, 9 Central after a new Lost on ABC.
All dealerships offer coffee and a waiting room. Here at Wilsonville Toyota, we offer something more. Wilsonville Toyota, the dealership that's changing it all. Where do you want to buy your next car?
Wiggle your day with Jello sugar-free gelatin. It's 10 tasty calories, loved by lips and hips alike. Jello, because every diet needs a little wiggle room.
This is the Civic Value Package, and there's a good reason we call it that. The Civic has a lower true cost of ownership than its competition, and that can help save you money down the road on things like insurance and maintenance. Plus, it's remarkably fuel efficient. Add in the fact you can get it for $149 a month. The name Value Package just makes a lot of sense. Both kinds. Go to Edmunds.com for an independent report on the true cost to own a Civic. And then see your Honda dealer for great leases and low financing.
Enjoy one of life's little pleasures. Yoplait has a sweetly satisfying taste and creamy texture that you can't resist. Yoplait in 25 delicious flavors. It is so good.
Atlas Motors presents the Three Amigos versus the Man in Plaid.
Lady, trust me, you're gonna love it.
Look, the Three Amigos!
car set! The three amigos to the rescue again, shooting down prices with better cars, better trucks, huge selection, and easy credit. Atlas Motors at the corner of Southeast 82nd and Washington, where it's easy at Atlas.
Because we're the three amigos.
After you buy your converter box or digital TV, you should perform a channel scan or an auto tune to find all the available digital channels. You should also rescan regularly as new channels may be added at any time. Head to KATU.com for more information.
Our customers tell us they don't like being ganged up on. Here at Wilsonville Toyota, you'll deal with one professional from beginning to end. No closers, no finance managers, and no sales managers. Wilsonville Toyota, the dealership that's changing it all.
Accurate and reliable weather forecast. K2 Storm Tracker Weather.
A final note now about a story we reported last week. Authorities in Northern California have arrested 28-year-old Melissa Huckabee on suspicion of kidnapping and murdering 8-year-old Sandra Cantu. Her body was found inside a suitcase 10 days ago in an irrigation pond after she disappeared. Huckabee is a Sunday school teacher who lived 5 doors from...
Be fresh.